I have here with me two lovely volunteers and some wonderful people lurking, observing, and tapping along with us. Welcome, everyone, and welcome if you're watching this as the recording. We're going to be working on self-love, and we're going to be measuring the self-love as it increases throughout this class. I'll be teaching a very simple energy healing technique, and we'll take it on from there. All right, so Tara, Pauline, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so let me ask first of all, Pauline, right now in this very moment in time, where 10 is, no, where 100% is the most that you can love yourself. It's obviously not 0 because you're here, and 50% is somewhere in the middle. What percentage self-love would you give yourself?
I am really struggling to
Mm-hmm.
hold on to myself at the moment.
That's all right.
I would say 25, 30. I really struggle.
Okay, that's all right. That's 25 or 30. And Tara, where 100% is I totally love myself. It's obviously not 0 because you're on this call, and 50% is somewhere in the middle. What percentage self-love do you think you can give yourself right now?
I think I would give myself a 40%.
40%, okay. Now remember, this is not a competition, and when I ask you the numbers again, it's not so that you can please me, it's so that I can serve you, all right, and know what to do next in order to help you. Okie dokie. Let's see, we're going to start tapping, and then I'll see, there are 3 people in the waiting room. So we'll start tapping, and then when we have a little break, we will see if we can let them in. All right. So what I want you to do is to start here with both hands on the heart chakra. And I just want you for a moment just to close your eyes and think of your hands on your heart. And just tell yourself, well done for coming here. And for honestly giving me a percentage number so that together we can move forward. And when you're ready, take a deep breath in and hold it. And breathe out what no longer serves you. Very good. And as we're tapping, I just want you to imagine, like all the way up here and all around you, you've got this energy. It's just an energy. It's like a green cloud, the color of unconditional love. It's all around you. Nobody's giving it to you. It's just free energy from the universe. It doesn't belong to anyone. It doesn't belong to anyone. You don't have to take it from anyone. Nobody has to give it to you. It's unconditional. So you don't have to deserve it. You don't have to earn it. Now, there's lots and lots of different concepts, and I will repeat them as we go along. And nobody can take it away from you. There's no chance of you losing it. You can give it up if you want to. That's your choice. You can choose not to allow it in. That's your choice. And you can do with it whatever you like. It's still around you, just waiting to come in. And as we're tapping, I'm just going to ask you to imagine when we breathe in, we're breathing this energy through the crown chakra here. Again, you allow in as much as you want or as little as you want. Okay? And just allowing it to go through your arms, through your legs, through your whole body, and also through to your heart. And it goes through to your heart. It nourishes your heart with unconditional love from the universe, teaching you how to love yourself. Okay? So let's do some tapping. I'm going to be tapping one-handed, but I might be tapping with this hand or this hand because I get tired tapping with just one hand, okay? So tap with me on top of the head. And as you're tapping, repeat after me. Just for today.
Just for today.
Just for today.
I'm willing to consider.
I'm willing to consider.
That it's safe to love myself maybe 5% more.
That it's safe to love myself. I didn't hear the other bits.
Maybe 5% more.
Maybe 5% more, sorry.
Let me fix my, yeah. And tap here on the eyebrow where it meets the nose. Tap, 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 and just tap like this and repeat after me. Just for today.
Just for today.
Just for today.
I'm willing to love myself maybe 1% more.
I'm able to
love myself even 1% more.
I like that statement. Tap here with me and repeat after me. I'm willing to consider.
I'm willing to consider.
That I am able.
That I am able.
To love myself maybe 3% more.
To love myself maybe 3% more.
Very good. And tap here under the eye, tap, 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 and repeat after me. I'm willing to consider.
I'm willing to consider.
That this love energy is all around me.
That this love energy is all around me.
It doesn't come from anyone or from anything.
It doesn't come from anyone or anything.
It's just self-love energy from the universe.
It's just self-love energy from the universe.
It's not attached to anything.
It's not attached to anything.
There are no conditions.
There are no conditions.
No strings.
No strings.
And nothing I have to do to deserve it.
And nothing I have to do to deserve it.
And maybe, just maybe.
And maybe, just maybe.
I can allow myself to absorb a little bit of it today.
I will allow
myself to absorb a little bit of it.
Very good. And keep tapping here and take a deep breath in. As you breathe in, allow this love energy to go all the way in. And as you breathe out, imagine breathing it to your heart chakra. Very good. Very good. And tap under the nose. Tap, 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 tap. And repeat after me. What if I don't have to do anything?
What if I don't have to do anything
to deserve this love?
To deserve this love.
I'm not used to thinking like that.
I'm not used to thinking like that.
And take a deep breath in and just imagine breathing this love in through your crown. And as you breathe out, allow it to go to your heart. Very good. And this is where I start yawning. For people that already know me and my style of delivery, they know that I yawn a lot. It's not unusual in tapping for yawns, tears, giggles, laughter, sighs. My way of releasing is through yawning, and I yawn so much I get tears in my eyes just because of the yawning. That's all, and that's okay. You may laugh at me yawning, that's perfectly okay. So tap here. Lastly, on the misnamed collarbone, which is one of the two bones at the end of the collarbone, just under the neck in the middle here. Tap, 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 tap. And breathe in some of this unconditional love energy. And as you breathe out, breathe out some of it to your heart. Give yourself that love. And keep tapping here for a while. And just consider that even if you want to spit that love back out of your heart, you can. You have every right to do whatever feels right for you today. There's no right or wrong. There just is. And put both hands on the heart chakra and just take a few calm, relaxing breaths as you congratulate yourself on the work that you've done today and on being brave to volunteer and being such a good person to help all those other people. Thank you. Okay. So let me have a look and see who is waiting and let them in. If they're still happy to be let in, that is. Let's have a look. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. All right, so let me go back to this screen. Welcome all newcomers. I hope you haven't been waiting too long. We have started the recording, so if you want to unmute yourself and say anything, please know that it's being recorded. Otherwise, you can remain incognito. We have two lovely volunteers here who are tapping with me, and we are tapping for maybe a few percentage points increase in self-love. And basically, it's teaching you how you can love yourself more. All right? So, Pauline, are you still safe and okay?
Yes, my chest feels warm.
Ooh.
I don't know why, but it does.
It's a nice warm energy, isn't it? And Tara, are you safe and okay?
Yes, Suzanne, I feel relaxed.
Very good. Very good. Relaxed is good. Relaxed is good. Excellent. So I've had a few requests, not necessarily by the volunteers coming here, but I've had 3 main requests. And I'll give you the background behind this. The first self-love class that I did in my Facebook group, Self-Confidence, Self-Worth and Self-Esteem, I've had some people come and say, I can't love myself because there is a lot of trauma in my past. And Suzanne, don't go suggesting to anybody that they can love themselves, because this trauma is forever and this trauma affects our self-love. Well, in this class, I'm not going to deal with trauma because that is a very, very specialist session, and I will need to put all my attention on it and work maybe one-to-one with somebody. And I'm not going to do that today. But what we're going to do is we're going to release some of the effects of a few of life's traumas on our self-love. Okay? So what I'm going to do is, first of all, let's go to childhood. So I don't want to sort of get deep into anything nasty, but just maybe as you think of something that happened to you in your childhood, maybe a parent or teacher or somebody doing what or saying what they shouldn't have done, or maybe another child. In a lot of cases, there's a lack of self-love because of bullying. Choose one thing, just one thing. So, Pauline, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Pauline, I want you to keep your eyes open. We don't want to dwell on the past or anything like that. This is not a trauma release session. It could have been, but this particular one isn't. It's just about releasing some of the effects of trauma on self-love. As you think of this one thing, Does your self-love get less, more, or the same? What percentage self-love do you get?
Except for the fact that my chest area is so nice and warm, I think it's not really making it less.
Good.
It feels comfortable. I'm
Good.
not distressed by thinking about it. So
Excellent. Excellent. So what percentage self-love do you feel now, where 100% is total, 50% is somewhere in the middle, as I mentioned, this childhood thing?
sorry, maybe 35, maybe.
Very good. Thank you.
Yeah.
I bet that surprised you. Okay, so Tara, as I mentioned, this childhood thing, just very quickly with your eyes open, where 100% is total self-love and 50% is somewhere in the middle. How much self-love would you give yourself?
I think 50% maybe.
Okay, all right, excellent, excellent. So both of you have still benefited from the initial tapping that we did, which is really great. So tap along with me. And let's start at the top of the head. Tap, 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 tap. You can use whichever hand you want. And repeat after me.
Excuse me.
So this happened to me.
Even though this happened to me,
I am still lovable.
I am still lovable.
Very good. And as you're tapping here, tap, 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 I want you to imagine this unconditional love energy from all around you. It's a warm energy. It's green in color, the color of unconditional love. And imagine being able to breathe it in through your crown chakra, going all the way through your body. And as you breathe out, breathe it into your heart. Fill your heart with that love. Ah, very good. Well done. And tap, tap, tap on the eyebrow where it meets the nose. Tap, 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 tap. And repeat after me. Even though this thing happened to me, I am still lovable.
Even though this thing happened to me, I am still lovable.
Very good. And breathe in this love as you're tapping. And as you breathe out, breathe it into your own heart. Very good. Well done. Well done. And side of the eye. Tap, 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 tap. And repeat after me. Even though this happened to me, I am still worthy of love.
Even though this happened to me, I am still worthy of love.
Very good. And breathe in some of this unconditional love energy through to your crown chakra. Let it go through your body and breathe it out to your heart. Fill your heart with that love. Ah, very good. And tap, tap, tap here. Tap, tap, tap. And repeat after me. I am willing to love myself a little bit more.
I am willing to love myself a little bit more.
Very good. And as you breathe in this unconditional love energy all the way in, all the way through your body, and breathe it out into your heart. Very good. Well done. Well done. And tap here, tap, tap, tap under the nose. And repeat after me. I am worthy of love.
I am worthy of love.
Very good. And also breathe in this wonderful unconditional love energy. And breathe it out into your heart. Fill your heart with self-love. Oh. And on the chin here, tap, 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 tap. And repeat after me. I am lovable.
I am lovable.
Very good. And breathe in this unconditional love energy through your crown chakra. Breathe it to every cell in your body. And as you breathe out even more into your heart. Fill your heart with that beautiful self-love. And tap here, tap, 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 tap. And repeat after me. I am worthy of giving myself love.
I am worthy of giving myself love.
Very good. And as you're tapping, tap, 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 and breathe in this self-love energy. Breathe it out into your heart. Feel your heart expand with this love. Ah, very good. And maybe put both hands on your heart chakra here. Take a moment to recognize the good work that you've done tonight. And give yourself a well done for participating. And everybody listening in and watching, you know what? Even if your numbers haven't changed at all, just take a moment to give yourself a well done and recognize your efforts for tonight. And take a deep breath in and hold it. Very good. Maybe have a stretch or get your energy flowing. Move your shoulders, your neck. Oh, wiggle your hips. Wiggle your toes, whatever works to get your energy flowing. Let me have some water. Okay. Oh. So to everybody listening in, if, for example, if that thing that we tapped on didn't quite apply to you, then just think of something else. That's fine, and use it to tap. That's all very good. So let's see. Oh, I'm going by alphabetical order, by the way. No preferential treatment to anyone. Pauline, after that tapping, what percentage self-love would you think you can give yourself, where 100% is total and 50% is somewhere in the middle?
I feel a bit tearful, but I feel safe.
Good.
It's difficult to give a number.
That's all right. Let's do something about that tearful, all right? And then we'll come back to you, Tara. I'll ask you a number. So, tap here, tap, 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 tap. Everybody tap with me, that's fine. Even if you're not feeling tearful. So, tap, 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 tap. And by the way, you can't catch anything from EFTs. You can't catch somebody else's tears. You can't catch anybody else's number. You can't catch anybody's anything. So as you're tapping, I just want you to recognize that the tears sometimes come from people thinking, oh my God, you know, did I really reject myself so much because of things that happened to me? Or do I really deserve love? And, you know, when we haven't allowed ourselves love for so long, or we haven't felt lovable or whatever, when we do feel, it's like, oh, the tears can come. And that's okay. Take a deep breath in and hold it. And breathe out what no longer serves you. Very good. And tap here, tap, tap, tap. When you're ready, on the eyebrow where it meets the nose. And as you think of that tearful feeling, just know it's only energy. That's all it is. And just allow your energy system to process it as you take a deep breath in and hold it. And breathe out what no longer serves you. Let me try to adjust my camera without making it fall. Very good. And on the side of the eye, tap, 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 tap. And as you think of that tearful or uncomfortable feeling, take a deep breath in and hold it. And breathe out what no longer serves. Very good. Well, this is where I'm yawning. Oh, you may laugh at me yawning, by the way. That's perfectly okay. Loads of people do. And tap under the eye here on the cheekbone. Tap, 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 tap. And as you think of that tearful or uncomfortable feeling, just remember it's only energy. That's all it is. Take a deep breath in and hold it. Exactly. Only energy. And breathe out what no longer serves you. Very good. Well done. Oh, and under the nose, tap, 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 tap when you're ready. This feeling is only energy.
This feeling is only energy.
Yep. We don't need to interact with them. We can just observe them. Right?
Yeah.
And when you're ready, take a deep breath in and hold it. Deep breath, belly breath. Let go of what no longer serves you. And on the chin here, tap, 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 tap. Remember, it's only energy. Take a deep breath in and hold.
Remember, it's only energy.
That's right. And breathe out what no longer serves. Very good. And on the collarbone, under the neck, tap, 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 tap. Oh, I'm yawning already. Take a deep breath in and hold it. And when you're ready, breathe out what no longer serves. And when you're ready, put both hands on your heart. As you breathe in that unconditional love energy from the universe through your crown chakra. Breathe it out to every cell in your body and breathe it out into your heart. And when you're ready, maybe have a stretch. Oh. You okay there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. So, Tara, right now, this very moment in time, where 100% is I completely love myself, and 50% is somewhere in the middle, what percentage would you give it?
I think I would give myself a 60%.
Wow. Wow, that's awesome. Okay, very good. Very good. And Pauline, can you think of a number, or is it still a bit overwhelming for you right
No,
now?
40 is sticking in my mind.
Oh,
Yeah,
amazing.
I actually feel quite good.
Good. Excellent. Excellent. Very good. Very good. So what we're doing today is I'm teaching for anybody that attends this class, whether now or later, how you can increase your self-love despite whatever happened to you in your life. Okay. Now, we can deal with the nitty-gritty in other ways, in let's say a one-to-one session, or in a course, or on your own if you've learned how to deal with trauma. Or the more the trauma, the more I would hire a practitioner. I have. When something horrible happened to me, despite being completely, when I was an EFT master practitioner and trainer with 2 different associations by then, but I still knew that this is a nasty trauma. Let's hire a professional. And bless her, she had to put up with me telling her exactly how I wanted it. But it's nice to have somebody holding a safe space for you. However, this can be done by anyone at any time, which is what's so nice. Okay, and because it's a percentage and you can see it going up, and that can be so nice. But maybe a few days from now it will go down. That's fine, you can make it go up again. The more you do this, the more you'll maintain it on the upwards trajectory going up. All right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like anything. It's like anything that you do. It's like walking. You know, we had to learn how to walk when we were babies. And if we have an accident and we have to be in a cast for ages, we'll have to do physiotherapy so that we learn how to walk again. And just like anything else that we do, the more we do it, the better we can get, and the better results we can get. It's like baking a cake. I can remember a few cakes that I've baked and they didn't quite come out right. But now I can usually put some ingredients together, not measure, and just chance it, and it usually comes out right without even bothering to work very hard at it. Because the more you do it, the better you get at it, the better results you get, is what I'm trying to say. So your self-love cake can bake very nicely and give you warmth for a good long time. And the nice thing is it's gluten-free and it's calorie-free as well. Isn't that lovely? All right. So the plan today, excuse me, was to take something from childhood, something from adulthood, and something about boundaries. Now, I don't want to kind of pull up any yucky stuff that would affect the results today. So I just want everybody to leave on a happy note. All right. So one thing that was requested of me, which applies for so many people working on their self-love, is boundaries. It's when we want to please so much that we can't say no. Even if we love ourselves 80%, maybe there are a few people in our lives we just can't say no to, and which is fine if it doesn't affect us badly. But if it means that we become ill, or we become poor, or that we become exhausted, or something, we become in pain by saying yes to this, then it's not appropriate, and we must learn how to say no. So what I want you to think about is the thought of having that boundary. And the boundary, this is a beautiful thing about energy work. This is what I love about energy work, because a boundary can actually take shape. The boundary is the edges of your aura, which is the electromagnetic field around your body. I suspect it's more than electromagnetism, but since I don't know what else is in it and nobody does, let's just call it electromagnetism. So for most people, it goes out maybe about 20, 30 centimeters out from the body, maybe more. And this isn't an aura reading and palpation class, so we're not going to go into it. I just want you to visualize the idea of maybe like you're wearing a spacesuit kind of thickness of this energy material, and at the edges of it, maybe there's a brilliant white light that is so strong, and this brilliant white light burns away anything unwanted at the edges, only allowing the good stuff in, and anything you don't want just gets burnt away. Or maybe it's like a mirror all around you. If there's anything that you don't want, it just is reflected back. Is that possible to imagine?
Yeah.
Okay.
And try.
Yep, you can only try. The more you try, the more you succeed. So that's fine. Okay. Right. So what I want you to imagine, I don't know if you've ever had somebody you didn't quite get on with sit too close to you. And even though they didn't touch you, you could feel them close to you, and it didn't feel right. It just felt like a repelling force.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean by boundaries. So if you can keep your boundaries to yourself, kind of thing, that's what I'm talking about. So one boundary that a lot of us break is saying yes when we want to say no. So there are many techniques for doing that. Simplest one is when somebody says, I don't know, can you lend me £100, please? If you want to give them £100 and you're quite happy if they take it, not return them, you can say, I'll tell you what, I'll give it to you. If you want to give it back, you can. And that's you know, that's fine. If you know it's somebody that will give it back to you and you want to say yes and you don't mind if they never give it back to you, that's fine. But let's say you don't have much money and lending them £100 is too much. Then you can say, no, I'm really sorry. Let's say, I mean, these are coronavirus times. A lot of people have been furloughed. You can say, oh, I'm sorry, I've just been furloughed, so I can't lend you £100. I'm really sorry. And then they go, oh, but please, I need to go on holiday and I need £100 to pay for the rest of the ticket. Then you can say, I'm really sorry, but I've just been furloughed and I can't lend you that £100. Notice what I'm doing. And then maybe you say, oh, well, I've got a hefty credit card bill and I'll pay so much interest if I don't pay it off and use my credit card to pay for this holiday. And then you go, the same sentence. I'm really sorry, but I've just been furloughed and I can't lend you this £100. So if you repeat the same thing over and over and over and over again, there's nothing you can do. That's called the broken record technique. But whether that's a technique you choose to use or not, as you think of yourself saying no when you want to say no for something, is your self-love the same percentage number? Has it gone up a little bit? Has it gone down a bit? So in alphabetical order again, Pauline, as you think of saying no to somebody, is your self-love still a 40%? Has it gone up to 45% or gone back down to 39% or something like that?
It's gone down. It's gone down because I'm struggling with that now, saying no because of the fear of someone's response.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. What percentage would you give it now?
Oh, it's gone down quite a bit. Cold feeling. About 35, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Tara, what percentage self-love do you give yourself thinking about that?
I think my percentage for self-love has not decreased because now I know that I need to focus on myself more than others. So I'm feeling confident in saying no because I know if I don't want to lend 100 pounds to someone, I won't.
Okay, very good. So is it still 60%?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. All right. This is interesting. As you've seen the two ladies and how their numbers went, it's interesting to note that the higher your number when you first start, the easier it is to maintain.
Mm.
Whereas the lower your number is, when you first start, the more it yo-yos a little bit before it's maintained. So don't beat yourself up. And this is a really good example. So let's start. It doesn't need to be lending money. It could be going to help somebody clean their home when you've got backache, for example.
I wasn't thinking about lending money. I was just thinking about something the person wanted me to do. Someone that makes me feel very uncomfortable, very unsafe with.
Is that a particular someone?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's to work someone, but
Okay.
it's hard to feel safe around that person.
All right. Okie dokie. Now we've got employment laws. So I'm sure that's not your fear, but the fear that they might reject you or not like you. Is that right?
They've been very nasty to me in the recent past, and brings up a lot of fear for me. It gives me the same feelings of unsafeness when I was in an abusive relationship. So I just feel really, really unsafe with this person.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Now this is a special situation. I don't know if the fear is real, like if this person can get you the sack without any kind of basis and get away with it, or if it's a learned fear from the past. What do you think?
I've been wondering that myself for over a year now.
Yeah.
It can make things very, very difficult, make things very uncomfortable, and yeah.
Okay. So this is more complex, folks, than the normal
Sorry.
situation. But if we think of saying no to somebody at work and we think there are going to be consequences which can affect our income or affect the ease in which we can carry out our work, then it's perfectly okay to make the decision to say yes to them to have an easy life, right?
I don't want to.
Sorry?
No, I don't want to.
You don't want to say yes.
No.
You want to be able to say no.
Yeah.
Okay. There are ways of also saying no to a colleague or a boss. For example, you can say, well, I can do it in a couple of hours if you don't mind. I mean, I don't know what the tasks are, so I'm just making it go long. Or you could say, I can't really do that, but I can find somebody else who can do it. Or, you know, if you think there's going to be consequences,
Yeah.
these days with coronavirus and so many people losing their jobs, it is a real threat. So I don't know how real your threat is, that's what I'm trying to say. So, but the thought of saying no is what I want you to connect to, all right?
Yes.
All right. So I want you both to tap with me. Let's see if we can raise your self-love even more, Tara, okay? All right, so tap with me, both of you, and repeat after me. Even though sometimes I'm afraid to be me.
Even though sometimes I'm afraid to be me,
I'm willing to consider
I'm willing to consider
that I am still lovable.
that I'm still loved.
Very good. And the person that deserves to love me the most in this world
And the person who deserves to love me most in this world
is me.
is me. Yeah.
To consider that. Very good. And tap here with me, both of you. Tap, 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 tap. And you know what? Love is stronger than any fear. And we talked a lot about the heart chakra today. The heart chakra is the center of all love and all fear. So what I want you to do is just to imagine this wonderful green, unconditional love energy as you're tapping, being breathed in by you through your crown chakra, going all the way through your body, through every cell in your body, healing any fear, filling every cell in your body with love. And as you breathe out, I want you to breathe out love to your heart, taking out any fear, any doubts. You don't have to act upon anything. It's just the feeling of fear that I want to help you to release. And just as you tap here, breathe in unconditional love. Breathe out unconditional love and see it in your mind's eye, dissolving any fears in your heart. Allow yourself to flow with this green, warm, unconditional love energy. And by unconditional, it also means it doesn't matter who else is in the picture. You're still very lovable. And on the side of your eye, tap, 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 tap. And again, remember that unconditional love is unconditional. And as you give yourself that unconditional love that you're breathing in, fill your heart with it. Allow it to melt away fears in your heart. Releasing the fear. Filling your heart with love. Very good. And when you're ready, tap, 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 and both repeat after me. I am willing to give myself love.
I am willing to give myself love.
Very good. And take a deep breath of this wonderful self-love energy. Let it go to every cell in your body, and as you breathe out, feel it filling your heart. Feel your heart expanding with this wonderful self-love. There is no concept of deserving it. It's unconditional love. And I know that's very confusing. Yeah.
Conditional love.
Very good. Very good. And tap, tap, tap under the nose. Breathe in this unconditional love energy and breathe it out into your heart. Allow it to nourish every cell in your body. We're going to go a few minutes over. I hope that's okay with you. If folks you have to leave, I can quite understand. There will be a recording. And tap, 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 tap on the chin. Very good. Breathe in this unconditional love energy. Let it fill every cell in your body with unconditional love. And breathe out unconditional love to your heart. Very good. And tap, tap, tap here. And again, breathe in unconditional love energy through your I'm so relaxed I can't talk. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Breathe out, breathe it out to your heart. Very good. And when you're ready, put both on the heart and just say well done to yourself for having come this far today. And maybe have a stretch, or have a drink, wriggle yourself in your chair, or get up and have a stretch, whatever feels right. And oh. Tara, are you all right there? I can't hear Tara, but that's okay. She probably had to
Hi,
go.
Suzanne. Yeah, I'm feeling all right, and I would have to quit the session soon. It's about time to go for work.
Yeah, I'll let you go. Just very briefly, is it still 60% or has it gone up or down?
60%.
Wonderful. Well done, Tara. And I'll see you on a class in the future, hopefully.
Sure. Thank you so very much, Suzanne.
Take care.
It was a great session. Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Tara.
And so, Pauline, what percentage self-love do you have now?
I feel really lovely. Just want to hold on to this feeling. I feel as if I'm 50. I feel warm. I feel safe. That coldness, thinking about this person's gone.
Hey,
So I feel really, I feel really lovely.
very good. Well done. Well done. Okay.
Thank you.
So that is such a pleasure. I can feel my sneeze coming on. So if I suddenly make a big sound, I do apologize. So thanks to you, Pauline, as well. That has been such a good example of how the numbers go. I think between the two of you, you gave an example of different people and how they react to this and how they can deal with it. That's wonderful, wonderful. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome. I will let me stop the recording and before I say goodbye to everyone.